Hey, this is Dave Coleman from PickNik, here to welcome you to the MoveIt session of Ross World 2020. Welcome and thank you for joining. Got a lot of exciting stuff to present to you in the next 90 minutes. It's been a very productive year for the MoveIt project. MoveIt, of course, is one of the main manipulation projects of Ross. It's open source. We've got quite the community. We've been around for 10 years. And so, in case you haven't heard of us, MoveIt's targeting arm manipulation, whether it's multi-arm, single arm, but around motion planning, inverse kinematics, control, as well as some integration to perception systems and collision checking. So if you want to learn more about MoveIt and you just happen to stumble into the session, check out moveit.ross.org for all the details. We have a lot of tutorials that I'm very proud of. They're very extensive. And we just recently, last month, released a capabilities overview showing some of the cool things that you can do with MoveIt out of the box, as well as what other users of MoveIt have done with it. So check that out. It's on our homepage on the yellow button. So anyway, to kick off this session, I just want to go over a quick state of MoveIt for 2020. It's been a big year, as I was saying. We had World MoveIt Day early this year. Normally we have it in the fall, but we decided to do it in June because we were all bored at home for COVID, and it was a great hackathon. I believe it was our fourth annual, maybe fifth annual. And we got a lot of great stuff done. Tons of issues and pull requests were merged and resolved. A lot of people joined in for that. Let's see, we had 80 participants and 55 people who signed up on the Discord channel. Discord's also a new thing for us. We saw that the navigation project in Ross was using Slack, and we thought that was pretty cool. We decided to go with Discord, but join us there for some live chatting. Also find us on Discourse, the forum for Ross, and Ross Answers and whatnot. So on our agenda for this session, we have more details about MoveIt 2, which has really been the big effort of the year. We've released an alpha, beta, and now we're out of beta all this year. The most recent one being in Foxy for ROS 2. So Henning and Adam will be talking about that, followed up by some perception work we've been doing with Yan and Intel, as well as coordinated from John at PickNik on hand-eye calibration. After that, we'll hear from Felix at Omron about how he's been using MoveIt for the World Robotics Summit Assembly Challenge. And after that, some really cool research coming out of Rice University, Dr. Mark Moll's group with Lydia Karaki, as well as a Google Summer Code student, Jerome, who is doing some great Cartesian planning. And finally, we'll hear from NASA. They're using MoveIt for the Robonaut 2 program on the space station, and I'm excited to hear from Misha and his work. Other updates on MoveIt besides what you'll hear shortly is we're working on hardware demos to prove out that MoveIt 2 is ready to use. We do want you to start using it now, but here at PickNik, we're working on getting a UR demo. We're working with Universal Robotics on a ROS 2 driver, which we're very excited about, in collaboration with the ROS Control Working Group, working on ROS Control 2.0. We also have another demo in collaboration with Hello Robot on their mobile manipulation platform. So stay tuned for that in the future. MoveIt's become an official working group of ROS 2, so we're really getting involved there. It's the manipulation working group, and we report in every month on our progress, as well as we have monthly working group meetings that are free to the public to join. Please join us and get involved. We've done some great refactoring of our maintainer team, people who have commit access. We've added new people, including Andy, Felix, Jafar, Tyler, and Michael Ferguson's back, as well as a new group of core contributors. So if you're still learning but you really want to contribute, joining that's a great way to get more involved. On the feature side of MoveIt, we've done a lot of work on grasping using neural networks. We've had Google Summer Code students working on all sorts of things this past summer. Lots of improvements to the task constructor. Little things like the default scaling factors now have been improved so that there's better and safer speed control. We released to ROS Noetic. We've done a lot of quality control work around Clang format, DevOps. MoveIt Servo has gotten a lot of engineering put into it this past year. It was renamed from JogArm, but a great work that originated at UT Austin and from Andy Zelenak. But recommend using that. We've been a long progress, but we're getting pills planners finally merged in. There are some great industrial controllers that we're adding to MoveIt. And some other things, we've added Windows support in collaboration with Microsoft. If you have projects that require running on Windows, it's no longer an obstacle. And finally, we've had a focus on improving the ease of use for first-time users. If you're listening to this and you're not super involved with contributing code or reviewing things or bug fixes, we really want you to be. And so we'll be rolling out some new website changes to help you with that and other ways of using GitHub easier. And lastly, there'll be some new road mapping efforts coming up beyond the Rosen roadmap that we've been working on that Henning will be talking about. So if you are working on something for MoveIt in this upcoming year, let us know and we'll add that to the roadmap as something that everyone can know that is on your priority. And with that, I will hand it over to Henning to talk about MoveIt 2. Thank you.